What's going on, everybody? Hello, hello. Can I? Yes, I am unmuted. Hey, y'all. Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Real
Hey,
Queens Real
all right.
Talk. There it is, with a gentleman's perspective. Hey, y'all. I am your host, your favorite Auntie Momo. Um, Let me just apologize now, y'all. Listen, I'm a little bit tipsy. I apologize for that. Actually, I do and I don't. You know, I just got back from a memorial service for my coworker that passed away, and everybody there was a little tipsy. That's what she would have wanted, and that's what I am. So shout out to my friend. Rest in peace to my friend Jen. I love you, girl. It was a nice little memorial service that we had for her, and I got to see some of my coworkers outside of the work environment. So I said all that to say I'm a little tipsy. And I'm sorry, but I'm not sorry for it. But hey, y'all, hey. And we're a little late. I apologize for us being a little bit late as well, because we had to watch the Super Bowl halftime show, y'all. I had to see Mary. I had to get my life real quick, and that's just what we did. But I'm Auntie Momo. Y'all already know who this is. That's Mizzle, y'all. Hey, y'all. Everybody's favorite baby brother, and then everybody's shit talking sister over there, Tracy, my secret weapon, aka the executive couch producer. Y'all appreciate y'all for coming and swinging through on this Super Bowl Sunday night. Of course, y'all could be doing anything else. Shout out to the eighth that's in the building, my family that's here: Opulence Prime, Joseph, Liver of Life, Armani Sage, Finding Marissa Elvis. What's going on, y'all? Now, Liver of Life, we had a whole conversation backstage in the DMs because I thought I had a stalker on my hands for a minute. So shout out to you, Liver of Life. I know who you are now. I know what your YouTube name is as well as your social. Because you know what I'm saying, I thought I was gonna have to call 911 real quick. I was like, who the fuck is this crazy person? But anyways, y'all, hey. What's going on before we get started, y'all? I'm drinking water because, like I said, I am a little bit tipsy, so I'm trying to balance out. What are y'all drinking for the night? Drop it down in the comments. Let us know what y'all are drinking tonight. Mizzle, what you drinking?
Right now.
Okay, I ain't even mad at you. Tracy, what you drinking?
How dare y'all leave me to drink alone?
Well, I mean, I can't drink no more.
Come on
Hmm.
now. Dang. All right, so I got pomegranate, Ciroc. I'm finishing
Ooh,
off this bottle.
just some water. I'm right there with you, Live of Life. I got to drink water because I'm not. You know, when you in different settings, depending on different friends that I'm around, I'm not gonna lie. Depending on the group of friends I'm around, I'm gonna drink different certain things. I was around a bunch of white folks. I had beer. Beer is not typically something that I drink, but I
Ooh.
had beer and I had a spicy margarita, which was good as hell, but it was spicy. I ain't never had no spicy drink.
Mm,
That was kind of
sounds
weird,
delicious.
but the shit was good though. So I had a couple of those. I had a couple of mimosas. I had a beer, and I'm feeling good right now. I'm feeling great. So y'all let me live my best damn life. And I just got to drink water just to catch up with everything else. There was wine, but not my kind of wine. It was like where her memorial service was because Jen Jen is she's a hippie basically. She's a hippie. And so where her memorial service was like at this, it's sort of like you can get wine and beer there, but you can get coffee there. You can get little pastries, one of those kind of shops is, you know, where it was at or whatnot. And so the wines that they had there was a lot of dry wine, which I don't really drink. I'm ratchet. You know, I like that sweet kind of wine, and they ain't had it there. But the mimosas got me right. The spicy margarita got me right, and whatever beer that was I drank, that got me right too. And I'm in the mood for spicy mango. Ooh, I ain't had a mojito in a long ass time, child. Mojito make you do some mojito type thing. Hey, Brittany Boo. They messed up and sent me home early. I'm cut. Okay, Brittany says she cut up tonight. Brittany, you cut up every night. Okay, every doggone night. Brittany ass is covered. I don't know a night your ass ain't been through when you ain't damn cutting up.
Ooh.
But look here, y'all. We're gonna make it short and sweet tonight because we know that y'all want to get back to the Super Bowl. For those of you that watch Super Bowl, or you just want to enjoy your Sunday evening, or we got another confession I have to make. Mizzle, I'm sorry. Once again, I watched Jocelyn's Cabaret. Everybody, make sure, tell your mom and them, your cousin them, your sister and your auntie and them. When we leave out of here, tag your ass over to Mizzle's Discord so y'all can watch the latest episode of Josh's Cabaret. Because, baby, if you thought last week was a trip, I'm telling y'all. I'm telling you. And then not only that, we just have a good time in Mizzle's Discord when we over there. We in there cutting up, kikiing, talking about the episode, and it's just a fun time. So if you do not have the Zeus Network, or you just want to be with family and watch the latest episode of Johnson's Cabaret, make sure that you are there. As soon as we get out of here, go over to Dizzle's Discord and we watch it live there. And it was good. It was your good amount of ratchetness that you need. This episode is enough ratchetness to last you through the whole week. I promise you. You don't need to see nothing else ratchet after you see this shit here for the rest of the week. You just gonna need to sprinkle some holy water on everything else. Ain't nothing else gonna compare to this. But like I said, we're gonna be short and sweet tonight. A couple things we're gonna get into, and then we're gonna get on up out of here. Quickly, we're gonna congratulate Eve and Charmaine. I don't know if y'all know who Charmaine is. Charmaine from Black Ink Crew Chicago. That's my girl, but congratulations to them. Snoop Dogg is going to be the new official owner, or he is the new official owner of Death Row Records, as well as Biden. There's a rumor going around about Biden giving out crack pipes. Now, me working in an environment dealing with people who are addicts and those experiencing homelessness and stuff like that, I felt it's my duty to just clarify some things on that. So we'll get into that briefly, as well as the baby jumping, him and his crew jumping Danny Lee's brother. We're gonna talk about that real quick. And y'all, this week has been D week. If you have been fortunate enough to see some of the celebrity D pics that have been going around, you have been thoroughly amused, like me and my friends have been in our group chats. We're gonna talk about that, as well as somebody outed the rapper Isiah Rashad, and I know Mizzle wants to go off on this, so we're gonna give Mizzle a chance to go off on this and just the out culture and period. Why do motherfuckers do that, and why do people think that's okay to do? We'll quickly talk about that, and then we'll wrap it up with Would You Rather. Okay? Y'all have any questions about that? Any questions, comments, concerns, any of that good stuff there? What did Joseph say? What wet be saying? Yeah, yes. Do it, Mizzle. Yes. Never thirsty because I stay wet. Well, child, she was dry, scrub, Canada dry. This whole episode, she was everything but wet. This episode, I'm telling you, it was a just make sure that you are in Mizzle's Discord after we get done over here. I'm telling you, you're gonna get your life. Gonna stop, get you a drink so you can get your life. Okay. First up on the docket tonight for us to talk about, I just quickly want to say congratulations to, first of all, Eve. Eve had her first baby, and he's a cute little boy, but when I tell y'all, he got the whitest of the white names. That baby's name is Wild Wolf Fife Alexander Summers Cooper. I said if nothing else, you gonna know that baby black because it got 50 million fucking names. How many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 6 names, y'all. 6 damn names. Well, we know he black because he got all them damn names, but that's a lot of names. Wild Wolf Fife Alexander Summers Cooper. Girl, no, he got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Not y'all, he got 6 names. You missing one. He got 6 names. And oop. Mizzle. Oh, and not only that, like I said, congratulations to Charmaine. Now listen, I'm not gonna lie. When I first met Charmaine, when she was first introduced to us from Black Ink Crew Chicago, I didn't too much care for her. Just because she was wild, she was loud, and it was just a whole lot of going on with her. I started to gain a lot more respect for her. When she went off, she did her own thing, had her own tattoo shop, Second City Ink, and all that. I really started to grow a likeness to her when she went through everything she was going through with her mom, just because I too lost my mom to cancer. And I just saw her as being just, she was strong. Although she was going through a lot, she lost her mother, in my opinion, the worst time a woman can lose their mother. If you're close to your mother, she lost her mom when she was pregnant. And so seeing her go through that, then a year later, losing her father to the exact same thing, the cancer, and then having her second child her second girl born on her mama's birthday. To me, that was like a gift from her mother, letting her know that I'm here. I ain't gone nowhere. I ain't ever went nowhere. I'm always gonna be here for you. So her baby girl's name is Charlie. Charlie, I hope she only got one or maybe two more names, but that's what that baby's name is. But Mizzle, what are your thoughts on Eve and Charmaine's new babies?
It's nice on that bundle of joy they have new babies, and I was like, I could have sworn Charmaine had a child, but I said this is you said the second one. I said, oh, okay, that was nice. I didn't know she was pregnant again, but that's more power to her, Nick.
41 weeks. She was pregnant damn near 11 months.
It's good. I mean, it's glad to see Charmaine could be a mother after all. You know, she could give her love back to her two kids and everything. And I know she loved her husband Nick and what's like that. So I guess they cool. He loved her to Charmaine. So you know,
Nico was perfect for her.
Mm-hmm.
I think Nico helped to calm her down. He helped her to grow up in a sense.
Yes.
And then too, I like him because he took her all her past. Like we see when Charmaine first came to the scene, she was a side chick.
Yeah,
she was screwing on the side. She was this loud, twerking side chick that didn't care nothing about nothing. So to see her sort of come full circle, and you know, she's a mother now, she's a business owner, you know, she's a boss bitch, she's doing her thing. I'm proud of her. I'm extremely proud of her.
I'm happy for her, even though I don't care about Black and cool in Chicago anymore, but I still happy for her. Yes, when I saw the name, I said that's too much.
Girl,
that's too much. I'm gonna say sorry, whatever it is. We can have ghetto names, but we ain't gonna have no 50,000 names like that. This I only know first, middle, and last. That's all I need to know. You go call it Wow Cooper. That's all it is. I need the only names because I guess she gotta have some of her husband's name into the baby name. That's too much. Wild Wolf, all that. I don't know. Just Wild Cooper, and that's what it is. And Wild Wolf. And then there's another baby that's got born recently. His name is Wolf too. Wild Wolf, something like that. So I was like, I guess a common name, whatever, something.
Kylie, did she name her baby Wolf Webster?
Yeah.
Yeah.
First one stole me. I said, somebody said she's trying to make it.
She's trying to make the X-Men. Yeah.
But yeah, I'm happy. I mean, that was too much names, Eve. But at the same time, I appreciate. I know she's happy. She's off Queens right now, so she could be a mother. And more power to them. I like it. That's all right. And she's in Europe too, so you know she had to have Europe, baby. Hey.
Congratulations. I believe in effing with a purpose. So Eve bagged her a billionaire and had a baby. I mean, that was the way to do it, honey. I mean, if Jeff Big Bezos ever decide to pull up, well, I'm popping out like 2 or 3 real quick. Bam.
Popping out
quickly. So I congrats, but they love each other, and that's beautiful, and that's wonderful, and that's great. Ooh, the first baby didn't change Charmaine very much, so hopefully the second one helps her out all the way.
Oh yeah,
because she's a lot. So we'll see. Congrats.
You never know. I have faith in her. Like I said,
one of us does.
I do. I absolutely do, because I see it. Like what you mean it didn't change her? She ain't out sleeping with nobody man twerking on everything. That's gross.
But is she not sleeping with nobody else man because she got one of her own right now? So did the baby really change her, or her? Wait, so did the baby change her, or her having her own change? Like I don't. But how can I say this? I don't think she is as far removed from that lifestyle as you think she is.
I think she got her a good man, and that good man is what helped her to settle down. I absolutely believe that, because maybe if she didn't have a good man in her life, absolutely, she probably would be out here twerking and doing all of this. But she was blessed to get her a good man that takes her for all of her who she is.
Yeah, see, that's not the baby. I think that she's in a good, healthy, stable relationship. That's
right.
But I don't think she is far removed from her past as we think she is. As in, like, if this relationship don't work out, I could see her going right back to what she was doing before. If I'm saying, that's the better way of saying that. I don't think this is like a permanent change for her, but I wish her well.
I don't see her doing that because she got businesses and she got a whole lot to lose.
What? Wait.
And I see her being smarter than that. I don't see her going back and doing the same thing. She got shit to lose.
Just having businesses. Wait. Do you mean tell me having kids and having businesses stops people from being a Fathalina? Girl, bye. You know that's a lie. I could give you about 6, 7, 8, 12 good of them.
I absolutely do think that.
Look at host Celine. Jocelyn Hernandez. She got kids. She got a man, and she's still ain't too far removed from her.
But is she out? But this is the thing, though. Is she out sleeping with everybody's man? Is she out breaking up households?
Out with everybody's woman.
That's what I'm saying.
Does that make a difference? So she out sleeping with other people's woman. Does that make a difference?
If her husband is allowing her to have that in their bedroom, more power to him. Ain't nothing wrong with that.
Look,
more power to them. If that's what Ballistic is allowing for them to do within the confinements of their household, yeah, absolutely. But I'm not gonna sit here and say that can't no woman change because of what she used to do in her past. Because somebody could say the same thing about you. Like,
but they would be right. They would be right. No, see, I'm not.
That means that you ain't had no growth then.
Let me say this.
I mean, you ain't had no growth.
Listen, I don't think she is as far removed from her past as we think she is. If that's the better way, that's probably a better way of putting it. I don't see her as far away from her past as she used to be. Like, I feel like Eve is very far from the past that she used to have. I feel like she is very far from, who she used to be, sleeping with Stevie J while he had a girl and all that kind of stuff.
What makes Eve any different than Charmaine? But how is that? Because she with a white man? What makes her any different than Charmaine?
No. Okay. Well, listen, Black Ink Crew Chicago is filming again, so we'll see real soon how much growth Charmaine has had.
Woman to woman, black woman to black woman. I'm not finna knock her. I absolutely say that I can see the growth in her because she ain't out bent over with her ass cheeks in somebody else's man's face. She ain't out sleeping with somebody else's man to that what we see. Now, if, like I say, what people do in their personal lives that we don't see right here in front of the screen, that's what they do. But from what I see, from where we first seen her, that Charmaine and this Charmaine right here ain't the two same Charmaines. That's just what I see. That's just my opinion. That's just what I think, though. But congratulations to them. And I hope Eve got a nickname for her baby because that's too many goddamn names. And I'm going to need her to get off the gas on that. But moving right along, y'all. Let me see. What is we finna get into next? Snoop Dogg. Snoop Dogg is now the official owner of Death Row Records, which, in my opinion, I think that is pure irony. I am happy for him for that. Because now, question, Tracy, maybe you know the answer to this. When they say that Ray J owns the life rights to Suge Knight, does that mean he gets to make decisions on his behalf if they were to do like a documentary or something like that about him? Or does that mean that he has rights over his financial assets and things that he owns and he can distribute that accordingly? You know what I'm saying? Does it make sense?
Yes. So he has the rights over the first one. Like if you make a biopic or if you do a Lifetime show or how he is portrayed, like he owns that. So you sold your likeness and whatever comes with it. Mm-hmm. So whatever depiction I want to give you, there's no recourse for you to say, oh no, that wasn't me. No. Mm-mm. So he sold, everything. So
basically he sold his soul.
Pretty much. But I didn't think he had one to sell. But
right, Ray J is Snoop Dogg. So I've I don't know how true that is, but so I've heard. Lord, here we go. I made it, y'all. Like look, mama, girl. Look, mama, I made it. It's the same ones too. Look, mama, I made it. But yeah, so I just think that that's good for him, especially what you say. I thought it was Snoop and Dre. I don't know. From the headlines I seen, it was just Snoop. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. If it's something that y'all know that I don't know, but correct me if I'm wrong on that. But what does this article say, real quick? I wanted to read this article. It says Snoop Dogg is officially going home to the label that started his legendary career. It was just announced that after closing the deal, Snoop Dogg has acquired Death Row Records in conjunction with his new album titled BODR, which is short for Back on Death Row. According to Hollywood Reporter, Snoop Dogg's career has officially come full circle as he now has acquired the label that made him iconic figures in the hip hop industry. Snoop acquired his former record label Death Row from blah 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 blah, which is a firm controlled by private equity funds managed by Blackstone. The timing of the deal is apparently intentional because Snoop also has a new album coming out, of course. So I think that's really cool. You know what I'm saying? It's like literally where you started from, you now coming back and you owning that. That's dope as hell. Hey, Delilah Boo.
Hey, Delilah. Dahlia.
I don't know why I call her Dahlia. Delilah. I always mess it up.
Hey, Alec.
Hey, how are you? Lord, now which Alec is this?
Oh, no.
This better not be young Alec. I know that. Don't do it.
Yeah.
Don't do it. All right, child. But any thoughts on Snoop Dogg, Mizzle, or Tracy?
Congrats to him, I guess. I mean,
yeah,
what is he gonna do with it though? Who gonna buy a Snoop Dogg record? Y'all gonna buy a Snoop Dogg record?
I don't listen to that, so I don't know.
But you know what? I wonder if he's going to do what a lot of other people do with labels. They have it, but don't necessarily like they do their own little things with it, but then they branch it off because you know he has all those other things that he has. You know, his line of his dispensary lines and all that stuff. So I wonder if he's going to tie all of the things into it and as another like subsidiary of whatever the heck it is. So I think for him it's more just of a nostalgic thing. I don't think it's necessarily I'm about to start taking on artists and producing new music. I think it's a nostalgic thing.
I think so too, which is cool because I know I'd like to do something like that.
I mean, yes, it's nice for him to acquire the records and everything. I mean, if you gonna get new artists or whatever, or you got to develop it, or he just have the name back to it, so you have ownership over it. But more power to him. I mean, I listen to Snoop here and there, but I'm not really hardcore rap or anything, so it's not gonna really move me. But I'm happy for him.
I'm an old school heifer. I still jam out to some old Snoop Dogg.
Yeah, like I said, I like some songs, but I'm just not big rap genre. So it's really doesn't move me. I just was happy that he acquired. We have a black owned person acquired their records, so it's good making his money.
Anytime black people can own something, I'm all the way here for it. But moving right along, y'all. The next thing that I wanted to get into quickly was this. I'm going to play you guys this because this explains, this is about Joe Biden and Crackpipes. There was this rumor going around that Joe Biden was acquiring $30 million to distribute crack pipes to people of America, right? Now, when this headline came out, I first seen it on the Shade Room. People seen the headline and they took it and they ran with it, right? Now, a lot of people who don't understand what harm reduction is. When I first seen this, I automatically knew that it was harm reduction. If you don't know what harm reduction is, I'm gonna play this little video where this little guy, he's on TikTok and he's talking about it. And he's just quickly talking about what Biden's purpose is. If this even is true that he's going to be giving out crack pipes, what harm reduction is, it's basically if you have somebody who's a drug addict who shoots up with hair, they use needles to shoot up. Instead of them using the same needle and them having the risk of getting hepatitis, getting HIV, seriously hurting themselves, there's a team that goes out. They're called the harm reduction team, and they have what's called a needle exchange. They exchange those dirty needles. They give them clean needles. They give them cleaning supplies so that they don't have to, aside from having to worry about getting hep C and HIV and things like that, getting abscesses. Me working on the street working with those experiencing homelessness, I do see a lot of people who have drug and alcohol addiction and who do use, IV drugs. And so I see abscesses on a regular basis. And a lot of times that's from people not using clean needles. And so, like I said, I just wanted to play this real quick. And Mizzle and Tracy, I'll get you guys' thoughts on this. What do you think about harm reduction? Is after when you hear it and when you know exactly what it is that he's trying to do, he's trying to give out clean crack pipes to people who don't necessarily, it's harm reduction. They're gonna do it. Provides a safe way for them to do it. Same with condoms and how you want to educate your teenagers. When it comes to birth control and condoms and things like that, they're gonna do it anyway. Provide them the information so they can do it in a safe manner. And that's what I wanted to hit on quickly, because I just seen a lot of ignorant shit going around on the internet about it because people just weren't educated about it. So if my small platform, my small voice can be something to educate the next person so they know what harm reduction is, then hopefully this can help the next person. But I'm gonna play this real quick for y'all so y'all can see this.
Here's why this isn't as bad as y'all think it is, and y'all need to start getting y'all news from the shade room.
Wait, hold on.
Here's where the money is actually going.
Here we go back. Okay, so like I said, this was the headline. The Biden administration reportedly finalizing $30 million programs to give out crack pipes to drug addicts. Now, here's a little summary that this little guy is breaking down about it.
Here's why this isn't as bad as y'all think it is, and y'all need to start getting y'all news from the shade room. Here's where the money is actually going to: things like safe sex kits, screening for infectious diseases, vaccination services, syringes to prevent and control infectious diseases, and just overall harm reduction. And yes, that includes safe smoking kits and supplies. This is all a part of something called harm reduction, where we try to make things safer for people, because people are going to do drugs whether you like it or not. And that includes your politicians and the people on the street. The thing is, Fox News used words like crack pipes and drug addicts to bring out that anti-blackness in your mind and get you to react. And it's not your fault for being anti-black because America taught you to be that way. But why would you even listen to anything that Fox News got to say? And I'm not no Biden supporter. I just want y'all to think for yourself. And of course, the money could have went to better places or whatever, but it could have went a lot worse too. For example, the U.S. government spends over $1.5 billion a year upkeeping abandoned buildings, over 700,000 abandoned buildings, while we have over 500,000 homeless people. So if y'all worry about this little funky 30 million, y'all need to worry about the rest of the money too. Here's why this isn't as bad as y'all think it is, and y'all need to start getting y'all news.
Okay. So when you hear about what harm reduction is, what the point and the purpose is of he handing out these crack pipes, hopefully that shapes people's mind to better understand about it. And yes, like like Armani Sage was saying, how about try to help addicts get help and get homeless for those? I'm totally here with you, Armani Sage. That's something that I deal with on a daily basis, is just trying to get people housed. And here in Austin alone, there are so many different abandoned buildings that could be torn down or even rebuilt into housing for those who experience homelessness. So I'm totally right there with you, the same, because and a lot of people in at the same time, though, it's not as easy as getting somebody housed that's going to make them get off drugs, because a lot of people that have drug addictions, they have mental health issues as well. And so if you're not treating the mental health as well as the drug addiction, getting somebody housed, that ain't going to do shit, because they just going to have to find ways to feed that drug addiction, because they're dealing with things mentally and they're not on their meds, they're not medicated. And so their way of getting medicated is to be on drugs. And so it'll just be a vicious cycle over and over and over again. But Mizzle, what are your thoughts in New York? Now, last time I was there, well, it was just the part that I was in, I didn't see a lot of homelessness. And Tracy, because I think you're in New York as well, do y'all have a lot of homelessness in New York? And do you think harm reduction would be something good that could help the homelessness in your community?
Yes, it is homelessness in New York, especially how rent is in New York. I mean, it's high.
At a point in time, I wanted to live in New York. Child, no way.
It is a lot. It's high. I mean, that's why I know some people like the money is good. That's what, but then people want to live in
the cost of living, right?
So they work in New York and they just travel to Jersey and Connecticut where they at. That's what they do, because the money in their states is not that high, but the cost of living is kind of lower. So yes, there's a lot of homelessness, and it gets to the point it's getting a lot going on. Because that's when you take the trains, it's like that. I'd be kind of worried about seeing some of them. I'd be just kind of scared. So I was like, But when this was announced, it did sound off. Sometimes his headlines don't do a better job explaining things at all, or I don't know who his explanation or video of this. But if you would explain in a way that make other people understand, you don't say something without education. That's what a lot of people was going off about a lot of things. Because when I read more about it, and I was like, okay, so maybe he's trying to do like a prevention of be a safer way of doing it if you're going to do it. So I heard about people doing clean needles and swapping out the old ones and like that, you know, preemptive strike of sex and stuff like that. So it's like, yes, you're going to do it safe. So I guess that's what he's doing. But I want to know how they're going to regulate this, how they're going to do it, how you're going to divvy out the money into different states, or what's like predominant more drug usage, stuff like that. How's it going to help? Is it going to be insurance covered, or what? What the administration going to do to actually regulate this and make sure it's safer? On top of giving clean crack pipes, what other stuff is behind it? You're going to rehab systems with some of those people. They're going to do something else, homes for people, whatever. Because I think it's a lot of factors, but one factor is that maybe people go to drugs is like the stress. The cost of living is too high. They don't have homes. They don't have shelter. They don't have food. So then what they go do is go to drugs. That's the easy way to get it. I mean, easy way. I mean, any people got the means of access and not be stressed and not be homeless, I don't think. They probably could still do it, but at the same time, they will not have the other factors that's hindering for them to do more. So they just go to drugs because that's the easy high. They don't have to think about care. They don't care about the stuff, and that's it. I wish they could have reported better, but you know, sometimes media don't like to say clearly, and they make people talk about it and give them lies, and then you say, "Oh, we didn't mean that way." And then I said, "Ain't no need for y'all to even explain afterwards if y'all explain it in the first way."
Right.
And you say we doing a harm reduction, so like that. But when people hear crack pipes, it's like most black people gonna say, oh, "What? We give them crack pipes? How to stop the drugs in the first place?" And it's hard to stop the drugs because if you stop the drugs, they able to stop the drugs.
Yeah.
That's what I say. Just could explain it better. And yes, I understand. As explain it as one thing. I said yes, I do understand that. But we want to see how they regulate, because it's easy said than done to say it on paper and get all this money, but it's harder to put in practice. So that's what I say. What they gonna do?
Tracy, what are your thoughts?
When I first seen the headline, I sent it to you and was like, "What is this?" Because I don't understand.
I know.
I was like, "What is?" Help me to understand what this means. Because I didn't get it, and even when they were saying like the rehab, I was like, I don't even know. I was like, what does that mean? And it's a part of my ignorance for not knowing kind of what the homeless community goes through, or, you know, or people with drug addictions, or what that means. So I didn't realize that all of these things happen because they didn't have clean needles. So yeah, drug abuse is a problem that's something that needs to be dealt with, but outside of that, those are different things that they now have to deal with and now have going on. So if you could stop those things, that's still a better quality of life for them. So, okay, that made sense. Once I realized all the things that came from potentially reusing the same needle. I'm also afraid of needles, so I don't tend to delve into that too tough. So, but once you explained it, I was like, oh, okay, well that makes more sense. Like, oh, okay. So it's not like I don't even know what the heck they're called, but they're supposed to be like, and I don't even know if they're still doing this or if this was something they got rid of, but they were like swapping out drugs for something else and starting to like trying to help wean people off if they gave them I don't even remember if that program is still around because it didn't make much sense to me, but it was this thing that they were doing that would kind of like they would give them drugs, but it was like lowered and mixed with Narcan to try and help them to get off drugs. It was this whole process thing that I didn't understand. So I was like, is that this? And I was like, oh, that's not that. That's something completely different. Oh, okay. But it is, regardless of all the other things that could or could not be done for the homeless community, anything that we could do to help them is a benefit. Is a benefit because they are somebody's mother, father, brother, sister, cousin, uncle. They're somebody's somebody. They belong to somebody, right? So okay, but that's so it was, 100% my ignorance. So I seen it and was like, what is this?
And then too, what y'all have to understand too, a lot of people who have drug addictions, who especially those who are experiencing homelessness,
ANC.
they're getting high to maintain. It's not even fun for them no more. It's at the like an alcoholic. They have if you have a person who is a severe alcoholic, they can't just quit cold turkey and stop, because they could actually die from that. They could literally die from that. And so they have to have that drink just to function. Same with heroin addiction, same with a person who has a addiction to methamphetamines. They are doing that just to maintain, so they won't get agitated, so they won't get dope sick, so they can be able to function and make it through everyday life. They're not doing the shit for fun no more. They don't even like it. They don't even like the way that it necessarily makes them feel, but they have to do it in order to make it day by day. And if you have more programs, which should be more in the cities, like we have here in my city, the needle exchange program. And it's not only that, there's other programs aside from needle, exchanging dirty needles for clean needles. They supply them with cotton balls, with alcohol pads, with tourniquets, with gloves, with little sifters that they'll need to clean their supply them with saline to so they can shoot up the safe way. And it sounds crazy to a lot of people, but the places where drugs and alcohol really run rampant in cities, those are the cities that need harm reduction, because those are the people who need the most help, because those are the people who are unfortunately getting hep C and all these other diseases that could potentially be avoided if they did have cleaner, safer needles to them. But that's my little rant about that. Like I said, when I seen the headline, and like I said, when Tracy sent it to me, I thought about all the other people who just don't know. Because if you don't know, true enough, when you see the headline, Biden handing out crack pipes, what the fuck? You're gonna be like, and we voted this nigga into the presidency. But no, when you hear about it, because a lot of people, whether you know it or not, some people have people in their families who have addiction, and you have to think about that loved one in your family. Like, are they going to necessarily stop doing drugs? No, they're not. But if you had a group of people out there that gave a shit to come and check on them every week, to at least give them clean supplies, so you don't have to worry about them getting hepatitis or getting syphilis or getting any of that, that's what I think. Yes, addiction hits close to home. My dad is an addict and an alcoholic. He couldn't just quit. He had to be removed from our home and got help for himself. That's exactly it. If especially people who are severe alcoholics, they cannot. If you are heroin addiction, you're addicted to methamphetamine, you cannot just quit cold turkey, because you could potentially die from that. And I'm not just making that up. Look it up. Look it up. And hey, Dominique, my mama called me dirty, exactly. And you see something like that. Had there been a needle exchange program, that's something that could have been avoided. But back then we didn't have the education that we have now, and that we know about different things like that. But like I said, I don't want to bring nobody down, bring the mood down. Like, I just wanted to educate somebody who wasn't aware of what harm reduction is, just so that you know about it. So you never know. It could be something that you want to get into. If it is something that hits close to home to you and you're interested in getting connected with services that can help somebody else, look that up in your city and state. Harm reduction, needle exchange, all that. Brittany says, and it goes further than that too. My aunt is a recovering addict, but she made another thing for her addiction now, like eating too much sweets and stuff. Exactly. That's another thing too, because you can exchange one addiction for another. Exactly that. Because I done seen people that have come off of drugs and alcohol and go straight to cigarettes. And they smoking a pack and a half of cigarettes a day. And it's like, well, goddamn, smoking a pack and a half of cigarettes and drinking a goddamn Red Bull, whatever. What are them things called? Not the Red Bull, the other one. Monster. That shit even sounds crazy. I'm not gonna drink that shit. But like I said, I just wanted to quickly be able to educate the next person who didn't know about what harm reduction was. Let's see. One of the last things that not one of the second to the last things that we wanted to get into. Let me get off of here, y'all. Did y'all hear about the baby? The baby got into a little scuffle this weekend at the bowling alley. Let me share my screen. I'm gonna play this for you guys. The baby got into it with his baby mama brother. That sound ghetto. He got into it with his baby mama brother at the bowling alley. For y'all that didn't see it, I'm gonna show you this because the baby was the punk. Him and his people jumped this boy, and he went on live and said what he had to say. But I'm gonna play this for you guys so y'all can see this.
Fucking hair, nigga, on that slippery ass.
Oh, he mad. Hold on, here we go. Child is like a bunch of cartoons, slipping and sliding everywhere.
That bowling alley was the real winner.
The lanes won in this. Lane 7 and 8 won. But look how this dude is just flinging him around by his hair. But that's how, well, I'll play a little bit more, but I'm gonna mute it. But Mizzle, what were your thoughts on this? Because I don't too much care for the baby. Shout out to you, Tracy. You the real GOAT for the pictures that you sent us in the back. I sure appreciate you for that. You the real GOAT, Tracy. Tracy, baby, when I tell you Tracy is the executive couch producer of the year of the everything, she gets
topics to talk about. Yes.
She got us a nice little picture of the baby. But Mizzle, what did you think about this? And then he got on live and he used nigga about 5,100 times. I was like, damn, save the black folks a couple niggas. I want to say it too. Save some for me. But yeah, the punk. That's what he is. He is the punk, Armani. The baby is the punk. The way they jumped that daggone boy. Well, what was your thoughts on that, Mizzle?
Okay, so everybody's talking about it. I didn't get to see the video too. I mean, I saw it, but I didn't see it till after everybody see it. Usually I don't get to see it at first. So when I saw, I was like, okay, what happened? And people say, oh, well, he said it's on site. So it's on site. He was ready and everything. I said, okay, granted, whatever. So I seen it. They didn't show that the baby hit the first hit first or knocked the drink out of his hand, whatever he had. And it's a slide. But I was like, okay. Now they were saying that the brother should have known because he's gonna have people behind him. But I was saying security guard is supposed to separate the fight, not to get in the fight. So I don't think they were security guard. I think it was some boys that he had with him. He said, listen, this boy gonna try to fight me, and I need y'all to get with it. And I said in a one-on-one. I mean, say most likely these days, I tell people, these days, if you think you're gonna fight one-on-one in most situations, it's not gonna happen. It's not gonna happen. Back in the days growing up, when we was growing up in the 90s, people hit the fair fight. The fair fight.
They don't do that no more.
Everybody say, no, stop it. Get to it. And that's what it is. It's one-on-one fair fight. But now, you can't fight one person you think you're going to be on one-on-one. Because somebody online going to jump in. So I was like, he should know being in the streets that this day and age, people don't fight one fair fight. So I was like, in the bowling alley in the stat, I said, why in the bowling alley? Y'all slipping and sliding, no bowling shoes. I was like,
he said no bowling shoes.
Like, all this stuff, because y'all would have been having all the slipping and sliding. Y'all would have been fighting grounded with your bowling shoes, but no. And then who this random chick that coming in fighting with them too? I said, and where's his sister at? It's like she did. I would say, who's that chick? Because I would say, I would throw a shoe at her head. What the hell you jumping into the boys' guys fight as well? It's like, it's crazy. And then y'all pulling hair. Since when we don't do pulling hair?
Yes.
Like, it was no throw punches. And what the baby's doing? Because I'm seeing a scruffle. Ain't he throwing any punches? Nothing. I said, what he's doing? So everybody's all over the place. Got this boy, everybody jumping him. I said, you didn't know entourage behind you either. Like, you don't throw everybody.
That's what I said. What was your people now?
I was like crazy. And
Fly Records.
it is stupid. And I heard that it's somebody, I guess he's gonna sue or something like that because they jump him. Everything, I don't know if he's gonna win anything or not because they're gonna say, no, you came there,
you showed up,
and you wanted to fight, and this happened. But sometimes celebrities, they like to make a example out of them, so it might pay a little bit. So We don't know what's going to happen, but at the end of the day, it's like I don't care for the baby. I'm pretty sure he was not going to fight that 1-on-1 at all. And the guys quickly jumped in for no reason, for apparent reason. But you know, when you're a celebrity, you don't get your hands dirty. Some people do, but you don't get your hands dirty. But whatever. But no to him, I don't think he want to do that fair fight. He had to do something. If he can't win the fair fight, he will have to get people to jump you, shoot you, whatever he needs to do, because he ain't gonna do fair. We know the baby history. He ain't do fair.
Yeah, we know about him. And that don't look good on the baby neither, because you already got a bunch of court stuff that you're dealing with as it is. So you throw the court stuff on top of this. They caught you on camera swinging, throwing the first punch. That ain't good for you, the baby. That ain't good for you at all.
That's my records.
That's funny. Welcome. That is too funny. Tracy, what's your thought? And again, Tracy, I love you and I appreciate you for that picture. But what's your thoughts on the baby jumping the brother?
I have mixed feelings. I have mixed feelings. Because as a fighter, if you tell me multiple times it's on site, we don't have nothing to talk about.
True that.
We have nothing to talk about. Absolutely, positively nothing. Because you better hope you see me before I see you. Because I'm swinging, period. Like there's nothing for us to talk about. But that's me. But that's because I fight. So there's that. Now when everybody like, oh, the baby's wrong, I'm like, no, the baby ain't wrong. If you multiple times, I mean, I can give you about 4 or 5 different interviews that he's done in the last like month, talking about how it was on site and he was gonna beat him up and everything else. I wasn't mad at the baby. I was mad at the Barty guy and the whole group of friends for jumping in. That's who I was upset at. Because I'm like, and depending on where you're at, if you're threatening me multiple times, you're threatening me, I have the right to whoop you. That's just what it is. Because you are coming to me and my group of friends. You can have a gun on you. You can have a knife on you. King Von just died the same way. Oh, we gonna fight, and the person didn't fight fair. Because you would have to think somebody have to be a little more than touched by an angel to come up to me and my whole crew of people after they've been threatening me. Like, you clearly have to have something on you, or you just crazy, because the math ain't mathing. Like, the math ain't mathing. Like, what? Absolutely not. So am I mad at the baby? No, not particularly. Do I like the baby? Absolutely not. I'm mad at the security, but man, the security grabbed him by his hair and flinging him around like a rag dog, and then slamming him to the ground.
I'm like, are you serious? That's the baby lawyer. Oh,
I will also say this: I've been on the bowling alley. Once you get past that little line on the lane, that ain't nothing but oil. Absolutely, that is nothing but oil. I've been on that side of the lane, and I'm gonna tell you, I immediately took a tumble. So. A part of me is wondering, like, was you using him to try and hold yourself up? Is that what you were doing? Like, you were like, oh no, I'm gonna hold on to you so I can get myself up off the ground, because he kept falling. I was like, baby, the only person who ran here was the bowling, was the lane, because the lane took all of you out. I mean, the baby on the floor, he on the floor. I was like, the brother done came up out his coat and his shirt. I was like, what in the world? Y'all just like, what in the world? But shout out to the one person who was into Entourage, who was on the lane with his drink, and he didn't drop his drink and he didn't fall. Shout out to him. I see you. As a true alcoholic, I see you, sir. He was holding that glass up for dear life, like, oh, nah. Not
my drink. Hell no.
Over. I was like, not my drink. I was like, oh. Okay, buddy.
Funny.
But so yeah. So I have mixed things. So I have mixed feelings. You know, I have mixed feelings. I mean, also I could say that me being with my friends, and sometimes if we get a little ratchet, if my one friend swing, I tend not to ask too many questions. I just start swinging too. But I don't know if that's also just a female thing. Like, I don't know if that's also just a female mindset. If I see my female friend swinging, I don't really need to ask no questions. Yeah. We all swinging. We'll figure out the details later. Like, we'll figure that out later. But, because I don't know exactly what happened And all I know is, we came together, we gonna leave together.
We
So if
ride
you
together,
swinging,
we
I'm
die
swinging.
together.
If
Bad
you
boys
swinging,
for
I'm swinging.
life.
We just gonna figure it out. So, but I don't. So it's like I don't know, because the guy was like, "Oh, I just came up to him trying to talk to him." I was like, "After you done told him that you was going on site and you was gonna beat him, you just came to talk to him?" I was like, "I don't know. Maybe you just came up there, nigga." And then the friends was like, "Oh, absolutely not, because the way you was using screaming out the N-word as a non-black person, I'd have punched you in your mouth. Like that right there bothers me."
Is he half a? Ain't he half a black? He not?
He's
Oh,
Dominican.
my bad.
He's Dominican, just like she Dominican.
My
Ain't
bad.
neither one of them people a bit more black. They is absolutely not.
And you better, Brittany, you ask questions after we done. On period.
So
on period. Same. If I see Brittany swing, I'm just swinging.
I'm swinging. Like I'll figure out the rest later. So I mean, like again, I think it's also
Somebody
the
grab my girl
mindset.
Purse.
People, I think it's also the mindset of people. Like I just don't know. Like, so I have mixed feelings. I mean, at the end of the day, do I really care that much? Absolutely not, because I don't like the baby and I don't like this non-black man using the N-word. So if he got busted his mouth a few dozen times, I'm not mad. Like at the non-black man screamed out N-word. Like not mad at that part either. Like
that's the right
at all.
Yeah, but he walked himself into that. I mean,
he did. Should have had
just don't walk
somebody
in
with him.
Place where he the baby's at with mad people with him, and you gotta.
But did y'all see the Grooving Gorilla, that big black ass, big swole nigga, right before they said he was on the other side of the alley pop locking and shit? Oh, I hate that nigga. Oh, I hate him. I better not ever see him in public.
What make him start this stuff? Like I just always see him.
The Grooving Gorilla. Have y'all seen this nigga? The Grooving Gorilla.
Start this thing. It's like it was one thing. The first time it was funny. And then he kept doing it. I said, "All right, you doing the most, man." I was like,
I'm tired of y'all people making. I'm tired of y'all making folks internet famous for foolishness.
You know what?
This is Gorilla too. I was like, "Oh my god."
That's what I was just gonna say that. I'd have a little bit of respect for you if you didn't name yourself the Grooving Gorilla. It's already kind of scary that you a big roided up ass cock diesel ass nigga as it is, and then you calling yourself a gorilla on top of that. Like, nigga, it's Black History Month. They done kept us down long enough. Why even feed into the bullshit like that? But then, aside from you being this big ass, this big gorilla looking ass nigga, then you wear these tight ass clothes.
Yeah, I was like, oh my God,
see everything pulsating out on you. I mean,
struggles.
Oh, I can see everything pulsating out on this nigga, and then I stop. I just want him to stop. It's not cute. We are laughing at you. We're not laughing with you because the shit is not. It's not. No.
He named himself that, or the internet named him that. Just like
the name of his TikTok is Grooving Gorilla. Y'all think it's fucking game. Let me see if I can find this nigga on Instagram. His name.
I think him and Martell Holt shop at the same Baby Gap because all their clothes is just too small. His clothes, Martell clothes, they all small as all get out, and I just need him to go all the way away.
This nigga name is Clive Grooving Gorilla Ibizubi. I don't know. Ibizubi. Yeah, y'all think it's a game? Check this nigga out, the Grooving Gorilla, man.
Yeah, that's a struggle.
Can you see it?
I would prefer not to.
Yeah.
And I'm not going on TikTok to scroll because the way TikTok is set up, I'm gonna actually see like 11,000 of his videos, and I refuse. I hate TikTok's algorithm. Let me just say that. I hate their algorithm.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it is.
Because I just want to see something that one time. I don't need it 11 other times. Because that's annoying.
And he definitely did just came out of nowhere. Because all I saw, I was like, what is this person? Just like the first
time. This is the
was okay.
Funniest fucking one.
But then after that, he kept doing it. I was like, okay.
Y'all do something. I can't fucking stand him. Ooh, I can't
Wait.
fucking
Was that
stand
baby?
him.
Why? Like, why?
And the pants is tight. And you know what makes me mad? I can't even see no print in these tight ass pants you got on. I can see your quadriceps, your biceps. I see your triceps. I see your obliques, your oblates, your oplates. I see all of that. I don't see no prints, like none.
The disrespect.
That's what made me mad more than anything. The disrespect of it all. And
the disrespect.
No put.
I can see that the camel toe is popping though, but I'm gonna need you to have a loose knuckle, sir. I don't need no camel toe. I got all the toe I need. But this nigga here, boy, I just can't even do him. But yeah, how did we start talking about the grooving gorilla, child? I don't damn know the baby.
You know, they
Baby,
say
the
them
grooving
steroids
gorilla.
make your stuff real small, so maybe they suck back up on in there.
That's true, because I used to date this dude in college that did steroids, and yeah, I was with him for his money. Let's just say that. I was with him for his money. Lord forgive me. I'm sure I got my karma already. Cause yeah, I was only with him for his damn money. Moving right along, y'all. Again, shout out to Tracy. Tracy is the GOAT. She has made our week this week, y'all. This week has been what I now coined the phrase of D week. Okay. D week. It started off with Nelly accidentally. Was it an accident though? Because Tracy brought up a good point. Well, he accidentally leaked a sex tape of him and some chick. He said it was old. Accidentally uploaded it to his IG. And I don't know if it was true or not. He was actually with Kevin Hart. They were in the middle of an interview when he realized he uploaded it by accident to his IG. And he caught himself. He was like, oh shit. If y'all can see it, it's Google it. You can see it. But yes. And there was a lot of talk about, him being compared to a Vienna sausage, this, that, and the other. There was also talk about the girl's performance in the video, which look here. I'm going to have her back. Maybe she was tired, okay? She was tired. She did what she had to do. Regardless, Nelly gave a good moaning performance. I will say that I was very pleased with his moaning. Go ahead, Nelly. Then, after coming off of that with Nelly, we get Lil Fizz, Lil teeny fizzle pop, his little sex tape. And I wouldn't say somebody leaked it, but I wouldn't even say it was really leaked because he has it on OnlyFans. So if you want to go pay however much, $99 a month, you can see Lil teeny fizzle pop, little mushroom head. I mean, I swear to God, when you see it, you're gonna go get more coins. Oh, it looks like a little Mario mushroom. We got that. And then somebody outed, I don't care for so-called D-Week. D-Week was popping in our DMs, okay? Wasn't it, Mizzle? That was popping in our DMs. But then a rapper by the name of Isiah Rashad, I've never heard of him. Maybe y'all know who he is. His sex tape was leaked, they said possibly from a hacker that leaked his sex tape. Now, aside from Nelly and Lil Teeny Fizzle Pop purposely putting their shit out there, in contrast to that, I'm not with this whole, my bad. I'm not with this whole out culture, how people feel that it's right to put people's sex tapes and different things like that out there. If I send you, and I said this on, Mizzle and I both said this when we did our catfish reviews, because it was really ironic that this happened and everything that happened on catfish was the same as well. Mm-hmm. If I send you a picture of this sweet monkey, that's for you. You have no right to then, if you and I get into it, now you want to be mad at me and go and out me and go and put my stuff out there on the internet for people to see. Had he been with the woman, I don't think it would have been such a big deal, but it's the fact that he was caught doing sexual things with men, not one man, but with men. That's what made it, and he hasn't came out and released and said anything. If y'all know if he said anything, what do y'all think about that? Mizzle, I'm gonna start with you. Out of Nelly and Teeny Fizzle, who do you think had the better? And then what do you think about whoever this asshole was that outed Isiah and his sexuality? Go off, because I know you've been waiting to go off.
I mean, I'm gonna politely go off about the Isiah and Rashad. That's my word, politely go off. Between Nelly and my newest Fizz, I take Nelly. You know why? All these other people who size queens out here.
It was nice.
I mean, it's nice.
It was nice.
It's nice to look at. It's nice to see, but it ain't so great to take it. Especially they just use their size and not doing it right. So all the people who want to get their box loosey goosey or get banged out, get damaged, go ahead.
Not necessarily, because if you practice your Kegels, it will snap back. I'm just saying.
Absolutely. We give birth to whole children.
It snaps back, baby.
Look, we give birth to whole children. There's no penis bigger than that. We give birth to children. We'll be fine.
Yeah, but it's too much. For me personally, I don't care for the size thing like that. Y'all know why? Like it gotta be medium, light to medium, some length. I'm care for more length than the girth, so like that. But average size, and it was just girthy, so it wasn't bad. It wasn't small, and people making it seem like it was so small. And I think her hand was covered with. It wasn't that bad. I think Nelly know how to use it, and the size is a perfect size. So I think you will have a good time, and you will not get tired because it's pleasurable, and I don't think he get pain. So listen, do you, Nelly? You don't have to have all that like everybody else have to do a good job in the bedroom. It is what it is. So I could deal with him. My newest Fizz, I can't take with that. Nah, that didn't look crazy. It looked perform. It looked like he needs some vitamins. He needs some vitamin D. It looked like he needs to eat. It needs something going on. That like second picture you sent in our group chat looked better. Now, if you would leave with that, we would say, okay, he got a little curve. And it's something like that. It didn't look skinny. It didn't look like the one that we first saw, the video. So he put it out OnlyFans is what, if you put it out OnlyFans, if people pay your content, most likely, it's just like Pornhub, but it's like that. Most people probably will see it. So it's going to be out there if you put it out there in the internet. Like when you do videos on YouTube, like you do videos on YouTube. Any other content could be used. It's like that because we on video. I mean, it's not X-rated, but still, you know, any other content could be used in court, whatever it is, they would use that content because we already put it on video on YouTube, so like that. So in those two cases, now I heard this close fans things on Instagram. I mean, Hitman Holla did that too. He sent it to close fans, and then I guess it got leaked out. Whoever the fans leaked it out, I don't know, his not close fans, close friends. So one of his friends probably leaked it out after he shared it with his close friends. And I think that's a membership that his close friends pay for. I don't know about close friends, but y'all need to be careful if y'all gonna send y'all stuff to close friends. Because it seems like a lot of things leaking out for close friends. So y'all need to stop that. So
they have that on IG to where you can on your stories. Yeah.
And then there's, I don't know, Monique and April, I don't know why y'all was putting up with this because I was saying you cannot tell me nothing with that mushroom head. Like we can't do that. You can't tell me jack with that.
He already is not attractive, and then to see that,
so I don't know. And then I don't say if you hard or not because it seemed like he was because he did, he climaxed. So I guess it was hard. And I said, "Oh, you need to eat some vitamins and call it a day." Now the Isiah Rashad thing, I never heard of him, but people say he's a great lyricist. He's a good rapper. He does great music, and he has been open about his past. About his growing up and having suicidal tendencies. He suffers from depression. He suffers a lot of things. So it's like him being open about that, his music, and people say he's a dope artist. I mean, was out in the music for a while, but they say he's a dope artist. So it's kind of pays me that someone will kind of leak it out, just to out him. And for him to have this history that going on, you don't know what that would do to him in his mental state. Not necessarily means that he's ashamed of his sexuality, but he never talked about his sexuality. Maybe he was private, just like a lot of celebrities who's private with themselves. They ain't gonna tell you anything. They keep their private. So whatever it is he did behind the scenes, that's his right. So what if he got children? Doesn't mean he have children, doesn't mean he can't like whatever he likes, because at the end of the day, We all born with our sexual preference, so we all born with what we like. We can't determine what our chemical balance will make us attracted to. So he probably never talked about it. So you won't know anything unless he's open to talk about it. But for somebody to go that far to throw it out there and to out him, that's not right. Now I know people might say, well, if you don't want things out there, you should never do the video. I was F that. That got me pissed off when everybody was saying that. It just saying that, it's just like saying that, well, if you don't want to get sexual assaulted, you should not wear that clothes you got on. You should not wear this what you got on. It's kind of similar like that. So instead of blaming the person who did the video, why you go blame the person who leaked it? It's like that. Because at the end of the day, even though he did record on his phone, it doesn't matter. It was a private thing between parties who was in that video. And if the phone got hacked or whoever leaked it, it's not right. It's not right at all. And none of y'all cannot convince me otherwise that that's a great idea for out with somebody. It's like that. You don't do that. No matter what, if you record the video or not. Because you could trust someone. On the moment, you might say you do a video, you send it to one of your friends, and one of your friends leak it out. I know you probably killed the bastard.
I'm beating their ass.
But at the same time, it's like you can't say, oh, well, you shouldn't have did the video if you didn't want it out there. It doesn't matter because at the end of the day, growing up, just like the 90s, growing up, people keep their things secret. Yep. It wasn't that much about you laying. That's why people been mistresses for years. If not even know they've been mistresses because they keep their mouth shut. Mm-hmm. Go out there telling people things or showing your videos out there, even if you might have made one videos with yourself. Nobody will ever know you did a video because you will not be out there putting it out there. Or people who know your stuff, you might know dirt about them. You don't put things out there. Now these days, people just want to put it out there because they want to put the story out there or get paid for it. It's like that. I know I'm talking about, but I just want to get it out there. It's not right. It's not right at all. Whether you did videos or not, and don't give someone the right to put it out there. If you record yourself, I know people record themselves and only have their own copy. They say, "No, what? Nobody getting it," and it's on my eyes. Right. It's like that. But if you share it, you do not expect for someone to put it out there. It's like that. So it's a trouble. Whether he know the white boys or not. I did with white boys before. Just because he's white doesn't mean I don't know the person. So I was getting a lot of things and hearing a lot of things about people saying, or instead of going out. But don't get me wrong. There are a lot of people who's on his side. So, but there's a few people who will. Thank you. My question is, who is at the showtime?
Thank you, Super Chat, Nick. He got it, and I was gonna say that too.
I don't know. Unless the video was intended for Pornhub, OnlyFans, any of the X-rated websites, doesn't matter. If it was a private video, it is a private video. Doesn't matter if you recorded yourself or not. It's your own video. So
that's what I was thinking too. Yeah. And thank you for the super chat, Nikki. Is it Nikki Monique? That's cute. I like that. Thank you for the super chat. I was thinking the same thing when I seen the video because he was like, "Say what's up, Showtime. What's up, Showtime?" And I was like, "Well, that particular, yeah, he was in that video because when the two guys." Yeah, he was holding it up, like and showing them, like, say what's up, Showtime, and put the phone on them and told them to say what's up, Showtime. And so they said it to the phone. And so I was thinking, like, okay, was this something that he meant to record to go to a porn site or something? Because I thought the same thing. Who is Showtime? What is Showtime?
Unless he give us something and he explained something. He never said anything now yet.
Yeah, he still hasn't come out and said anything, right?
You had to take that out of mind. This came out there. So if it was tended and he said it was tended, then I said, okay, whatever, he's not mad. And it's what else, it's out there. But if it wasn't tended and someone leaked it, then that's messed up.
I'm not with that outing people like that. I don't believe in that. That's fucked up. Tracy, your thoughts on this at all? And then I'm gonna ask y'all. I ask y'all when Tracy's done.
I have multiple levels of mixed feelings.
Mm-hmm.
One, I need a better version of Nelly to compare it to, because then now that I got the better version of Fizz to compare it to, like, so Nelly, I'm gonna need you to come with a better version to clear it up for us.
Bad. It really wasn't.
Bad. Let me tell you what Nelly's problem was, and I will be completely honest with you.
Okay.
In our mind, we imagined Nelly to be like a hitman holla. That's what we imagined in our minds for all of these years about Nelly.
Yeah.
So that's what the problem was. The problem isn't his actual size. It was what we all envisioned of him for all of these years that he's been out. So we had a different mindset. Also, on T-Mobile, in the beginning, you was like, oh, I don't believe in people leaking stuff. That's a lie. I'm waiting for whoever leaked Method Man stuff. Please hit me up. Whoever got leak it and let me see.
Listen, it won't make it right. I want to see it, but it damn sure don't make it right. Okay?
Leak it.
Yes.
Leak it.
But I want to see it though. Yes. If it's out there with Method Man, y'all hit up my email, realqueensrealtalk@gmail.com. But it still don't make it right, goddamn it.
It makes
and those who want to see it. That's why he's being strict with it. He said,
listen, I was like, shoot, everybody else cut the Method.
But I said, right. If we can't get Method, Michael Vick, Michael B. Jordan, LeBron James, hit my email, realqueensrealtalk@gmail.com. But bitch, you ain't right. But bitch, you ain't right. But hit me up though.
I'm just saying. So
I'm just saying though.
I will say this. So I need the comparison. How Lil Fizz gave us the video, and we was all like, "Ew, something's wrong with it." Ew. And then he showed the video.
Swollen. The head.
And then he showed
swollen.
the picture, and we was like, "That don't make it much better." But I mean, it's a little better, but not much better. But bro, we still don't want it. We still don't want it. We still don't want it. So Nelly, we just need a better clarifying picture. Just it's out there now. You might as well. It's out there now. You might as well do it.
Listen, Nelly,
you was trending.
God damn it, you can still get it. Okay.
Yes. You had Ashanti trending. Like he had Ashanti trending. Cause they was like, girl, is this what you was working with? Ashanti was trending because he was trending. So I'm just saying, if they want to go ahead and
okay,
give us a better clarifying picture.
Out of these three, threesome, one night stand, F buddy, who you got? My F buddy, it's gonna be Nelly. I'm
How you gonna cut me off? I wasn't even done.
Everything.
I'm sorry, I thought you was done. My bad.
No,
I'm thinking of the picture.
Isiah, I have mixed feelings because one, he has done multiple interviews saying that he's heterosexual. So I also don't feel that it's yes, he did, and I'll send him to you. I also don't feel that it's then right for you to then tell us you're heterosexual, because that to me as a heterosexual woman, that is also deceiving to us. That isn't right.
But that still don't make it right. Somebody out of
that
man like that.
But hold on, wait. But now it's two sides of the same coin. How is it right for you to lie to them about something, but them to do it to you is wrong? Like if not saying that it's okay, but there's also a thing called karma. You doing it tends to come back, which is not great. By this,
you said karma about what?
Well, if you've been telling these women that you are heterosexual, right? Because I have two different interviews with him saying that he's heterosexual. Was it that the person who you were with was like, oh no, the fuck you're not? Here we go. Was they, because now you have some celebrity, they were excited to show that they were now with this celebrity? I don't know what the reason was for what happened or what came, but you can't, but it needs to be an even playing field to say it shouldn't be okay for you to lie and deceive someone and then say, but someone did this to me, so now that's the only problem. No, it's two problems that both should get the same kind of energy. Because what I always feel is that as a woman, especially like a heterosexual woman, we always get the short side of the stick where it don't matter, it don't concern us, our issue always gets tossed aside. Because you're wrong for lying in these interviews telling people that you're heterosexual when you're not. You could have clearly either just not answered the question or, flipped it or said it a different way. You don't have to lie either. So that isn't right. And we can't just be like, oh, well, it's okay because no, it's not. Like that also isn't okay either. And we also have to normalize, if this is your preference, this is your life, this is who you are, and embracing who you are, don't deceive other people because of, if you know who you are. I can completely understand if you were unsure or you were figuring it out, you know, or you're trying to kind of figure out who you are. That's one thing. But to have two different interviews saying, "Oh, this is this," and then the video comes out and there's like, "But you just did this interview last month saying this." Two things can't be true at the same time, sir. Like that's not okay. And I feel like people always tend to overlook us as women, and we're all, and it's like, but the more important thing is someone outed him. I was like, yep, but you wouldn't be outed if you weren't like outwardly lying, because they're like, you would just been better off not saying anything. You'd have been better off skipping the question. Or
I was gonna say, what was the question that even made him answer that?
Let me send you the video, because it was asking him if he was if he was in would be interested, if it was something in regards to him being like open to dating multiple women. It was a question that belonged to him being poly. So that was where the question, like, would he be open to, you know, being with multiple people at the same time, is the question that started it. And his response was, I can only be with one woman at a time. I'm a one woman kind of man. That was his response. You didn't have to say that. You could have just said, "Oh, no, you know, I'm not really into the poly lifestyle. I only want to be with one person." Like, there was a way to say it to not, you know,
incriminate yourself like that, right?
There was a better way to say it, because then my mind goes to, so did these people release it because you were lying? And they felt something? I don't know, because sometimes you could hurt that other person, because we don't know, was he dating a person? Was something going on with them? We have no clue. Did you hurt this person by telling the world that you were a one woman kind of man, and they did it maliciously? Like, what the heck? I don't know why it was leaked or who leaked. Like, there are so many other questions or avenues that comes from it, to where it's like, I don't know. But I also want us to normalize not just saying, "Oh, this person got outed," but it's like Queen Latifah. It's like, no one really outed you, because we all kind of knew, but nobody ever questioned or talked about it. But you also never went on TV talking about, or doing interviews talking about how you love men either. Like, so it's one of these weird oxymoron places that we're in nowadays, where I feel like we're now, yep, it's wrong to do this, but why isn't it wrong to do that piece? But at the end of the day, I mean, it was a very entertaining video to watch. I mean, I'm not going to knock him for that. It was a very entertaining video to watch, because I'm nosy like that. So I be needing to see all the stuff, and I be needing all the evidence. I hope that man gets him some help, because I know he said he struggled with mental health in the past, so that he gets the help that he needs to get through whatever this situation is. And if it was released as revenge, sue him. Sue the hell out of them. Sue them for every nickel and dime they had. It don't look like they had very many nickels and dimes. But if they had some nickels and dimes, take them. Do whatever it is you need to do to make yourself feel whole and feel okay.
Yeah.
Do that too. But if anybody else has any good D pics that comes on, hit me up on IG, because I'm interested. I'll be searching Twitter all the time looking for them. Just saying.
What were you gonna say, Mizzle?
I don't know. Yeah, I ain't see that video, whatever. But he could still be a woman man at that time if he was dealing with the woman and not cheating on her either. And it's a problem. Now, it is an issue if he is lying to the woman, saying he don't like men. It's like that. We don't know that. But at the same time, I don't believe this video should be leaking at all. Yes, it is the issue if men lie, but you know, the stigmatization of men being open bisexual.
Yeah.
Sometimes women don't go with it. It's like that. And it's a stigma, and it's a lot. So we could say that, but at the same time, if there's no open for them to be open, then they won't need to be lying. Now, I'll say it's right for him to lie. It's not right for him to lie.
Exactly.
we don't know if he actually lied to the people he was speaking with either. So he could say he's a one-woman man at that interview because that was a question or whatever. But with this video, that should have been the way for the outcome. If he let him say it in his own terms, If I say, okay, I know in the interview I say this, but I'm actually am this. Because now this take away his ability to ever say anything.
Mm-hmm.
It takes away.
I agree.
So like that. So we could go by saying, oh yeah, he did this interview. That's wrong. And everything. But he had to be comfortable to speak his piece. And this video went out. I'm saying this, even though he did the video himself, it shouldn't be leaked out there.
Yeah. So back to my question. One night stand, threesome, F buddy. Who you got, Mizzle?
F buddy will be Nelly. Like I said, I'm not mad at
F buddy all the way.
I'm not mad at him.
And this one right here, quick little one night stand, get him on up out the way.
Like I said, the second video he did, it didn't look bad. It just looked crazy, and I don't think it just that
you can't get past that. It's like screw the second picture because the first one is still stuck in my head.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It just took us off because it's malnourished. Listen, once you get that,
looks so gross.
The mushroom head in, everything is like whoop. Okay.
Yeah,
it is that sense. So whatever, but I want to be agitated and angry of him because that's what you gave me. I said, what the hell I'm mad at you for? Boy, you got my face. You better sit down something, mushroom head. Call him all down. You know, his ego be stroked and be mad. And I mean,
I'm a threesome with Isiah just so I could peg him.
Yeah, threesome with Isiah. I mean, he was doing his thing.
I would make Isiah my F buddy. Because I feel like I could have way more fun with him. For some reason, Nelly gives me like toxic D. Like,
and
something
I bet
about
it's
it
good too.
real
You know,
toxic
D is good D.
Something about that.
It's something about the toxicity
and
of it that's like,
afraid that I would be afraid to get like hooked, and then I'll be there for how many years, like everybody else do, because they get with him and they stay with him for years. Nah, I can't do that.
I'm just saying, I take it. That's all I got for topics, and then I'm finna close it out with a would you rather. Did y'all have anything else to add to any of these topics before I give you guys the would you rather and we be out of here so we can go watch some Ratchet Jocelyn's Cabaret?
I don't know.
Nothing else y'all got? Okay, well look here. I got a couple of would you rathers, and then we're going to get on up out of here, okay, y'all? I know y'all like these would y'all rathers. What does it say?
Yeah, it's burning our brain. It's burning everybody's brain.
Yes, that first picture, I can't look at them the same. I swear to God, when I see it, all I want to do is get Mario coins, okay? We're doing Euphoria tonight, too. I don't know. That's all I want to do. I just want do. That's all I want to do. Fist in the air.
Yes, before we get alive.
No, we're gonna do Jocelyn's Cabaret tonight, and then I don't know. Are you doing Force 2 or just Jocelyn's Cabaret?
Yeah, I didn't get to see it yet, so I'll probably do Force.
Force was good.
Oh my God, did you hear about the ratings for Force?
No, what?
So
rated?
Oh my gosh, Baby Ghost, that one got 648,000 viewers. Tommy got 3.3 million views.
Wow.
They already renewed him for his next season because they was like, it's just amazing.
It's good. So, yeah.
Super happy for him.
You know, that toxic D be the best D. Toxic dick, broke dick. Anyways, though, would you rather be great in bed but considered ugly as hell, or be fine as hell but horrible in bed?
Well, that's easy.
Would you rather have the best sex in the world, best sex, best head in the world, but you're considered ugly? Or would you rather be fine as hell, you got the perfect body, perfect everything about you, but you have the worst sex in the world?
You be the best head and be ugly. You know why? People love the sex more they could get past. They can get back to ugliness if your sex is good. So you know how many bad guys are out there. You know how many bad guys out there. Because there's some ugly dudes pulling some good women. You wouldn't.
Yes, it is.
So you know, sometimes a woman will take over sex performance than good looking, because now they feel like if you good looking than me, we competition. We can't be competition. So I'd rather be ugly and get good head, because then you know everybody will come to you, sure, and probably give you money. Sure, whatever.
And Tracy, I think you answered this already.
You already know I'm taking ugly and great in bed. You already know this, honey. You already know this. Makeup works wonders, honey. I could look like a whole different heifer with the right foundation. I ain't worried about that too, honey. Fake it till you make it, baby.
You can come out here you want to. Live a life, say, I will rock your world.
Absolutely. Like,
would you rather have to eat a raw onion like an apple every day, or never eat your favorite food ever again?
I mean, they say favorite food, so I would not be eating no onions every day. I don't really like onions like that every day. Nope. I was like,
bye favorite food.
I have a favorite food. So if my favorite food is soul food, I could go next to Italian and then next to the thing. So I think there's some food that's going on. Now, if you said one favorite food, I could substitute another favorite.
What did you say, Tracy?
Oh, you can keep that little funky onion. You can have my favorite food, honey. Because I am not.
Lewis said one onion.
One onion a day. Lewis said, I'm there with it. Would you rather have no fingers or no toes?
Oh, Auntie Momo, you know I hate feet. Hate feet. Oh my God. I'll take no toes because I'll be fine with just cutting off everything from the ankle. I don't like feet.
Oh my gosh.
No fingers and no toes, Bizzle. Somebody said no toes because you can cover them with boots.
I like my hands. I probably do no toes. I probably do no toes.
This shit is funny. Literally, I said no toes and some nice shoes. That's right. But you can't ever wear sandals. Yeah. Brittany said, I like my sneakers anyway.
So there's no rubbing your toe. There's no having your toes in the sand. That's just out. That's just out for you, Auntie Mama?
I got to be able. I need my fingers because I got to be able to fight. I got to be able to. When I get my nails done, I got to be able to point at your nigga. Like I need my fingers though. I need. I'm just saying. Would you rather be a baby with the mind of an adult, or an adult with the mind of a baby?
The baby with the mind of an adult, or the adult with the mind of a baby? Sure, there's a lot of adults right now who got the mind as a kid.
Mind of a baby. Yeah, exactly that.
That's what I'm saying. So listen, if you're a young baby with genius adult mind, sure, you can still get older. You go acknowledge that and continue on. So I think I'd be a baby genius than an adult.
I'm going with Mizzle. I agree with that one.
Because if baby genius, I knew now when I was a baby, I would be running this goddamn world. I swear to God, I would. I'd have known about auto tunes. I'd have been Beyonce. Had I known about auto tunes and shit, and I said that she auto tuned, but I could have auto tuned my shit like that. Like I grow up rich as hell. Okay, the last one. Dang, did I not write all this down? Would you rather marry your one true love, but not have, but not be financially stable, not have a perfect life, or have a perfect life financially, but never fall in love? Now you can date, you can have multiple partners all you want to, but you're never going to fall in love, but you have a great life. Or marry that one true love, but you're struggling.
That struggle love.
Struggle love.
Listen, I don't got no love life right now, so I'd rather take I take the money and move on because it's like, listen, I'm okay stably right now. So imagine if I have a good financial, well stable actual home and everything. You know, sometimes just do what I do. I mean, I'm getting close to 40. I mean, I don't know how much love or real love I can get right now, which should probably happen, but still. I say I don't know struggle love. And they give me the money and I just deal with something. You can buy love sometimes. So
Listen, I'm 41 for to be 42 going through a divorce. Listen, I'm only gonna date rich men. I'm sorry, probably rich white men. And I'm only
Now,
gonna be looking for the money.
Can I ask a clarifying question? Because I need
a
clarifying question.
Yeah.
Can I ask a clarifying question?
Go ahead, girl. Here she go. Here she go.
Because I need to clarify something, right? Now, so if I ask this question,
here she go.
After I was done paying for my son's college. So it's after I'm done with these stupid ass tuition payments, right?
Mm-hmm.
I would take love over finances. I absolutely would, because my parents have been married forever and I love that type of love. But the way these tuition payments are set up right now, I might have to take financial stability and like love my love partner, on the side until I could get a divorce, after the tuition payments is done, and then I could have all the real love that love
the
is
Los
supposed to
Angeles
have.
Rams won the Super Bowl, if y'all care. I ain't struggling no more. That's what I'm talking about, Jada. I ain't finna do it. No. I'm tired of loving the motherfuckers who they are. Like, no. Yes, Brittany. Me and you on the same level. Nah, it ain't fit to happen. But yeah, we all so we so we all just gonna marry for love. I mean, marry for money. Is that what it is? Me and Tracy on the same page. For the love of money.
Yeah,
Your ass.
Yeah, that's it. That's for money. Love of money, financial stability.
I can't do this, man. I can't. No, you can't. Okay, y'all. That's it. That's all that I got. Let me pull up Mizzle's Discord so you guys
look
can
at Odell Beckham just crying with his purple hair.
You see him with his little pink purple hair.
He got purple hair.
Odell
What
Beckham.
the hell
I
is
can't
this
never look at him
triangle
the
in the
same
back of
no
his
more.
head?
I can't look at Odell Beckham the
Triangle.
same no more. Y'all know the kink that Odell Beckham is into? Did y'all hear about that?
No.
Oh, he like to get poop on?
Yeah, he's into
scat.
Scat kink.
Oh, see, yep, see, nope. That's why my begging career didn't work out. I can't.
I'm telling you, I'm still trying to get it.
I told you at one point in my mind, I thought I could do anything for money. I really thought I could. And then I was like, oh no, I can't. No, Jesus, I can't. Couldn't do that. That tore that up. Baby, did you hear about Wendy Williams and her financial issues with her bank?
Oh, they froze her assets or something, right?
They trying to put Wendy in a conservatorship. It's a guardianship in New York. But they trying to put Wendy in a conservatorship.
Damn years old. What?
They is. They trying to put her in a guardianship conservator. Baby, they won't let her see her bank statements. Not only can she not take money out the bank, they won't even let her view her bank statements. Not online. She went to the bank in person.
Why?
They wouldn't give her the bank statements. Nothing at all. The bank
filed my girl crazy.
Yep, the bank filed paperwork to put her in a guardianship, which everybody knows, like a Britney Spears conservatorship, but a guardianship. That's what it in New York. A guardianship is a conservatorship. They the same thing, different words, same thing. But yeah, they trying to say your girl ain't got all her stuff. She ain't got all her faculties, and that people trying to take advantage of her for her money. And
that's so sad.
So
I
that
hate to hear that.
they decided to shut down her bank. I was like, but she can't pay her mortgage. Y'all gonna
POP hold it down. They don't need to be doing Wendy like that. I hate all of this happen to her after all of that with her husband. It's just one thing after the next. Poor Wendy. I just dropped Mizzle's Discord. If you are not following him on Discord, as soon as this is over, go there. About how long you need, Mizzle?
Yeah, just give me 10 minutes.
About 10 so minutes. Okay. Also, make sure that you are not only following Mizzle on his Discord, make sure you're following him on his YouTube, as well as his IG.
My number's going up.
Yeah.
Oh, hey, cute little white boy.
Don't get. Oh, he is kind of cute. Oh, hey, with the little pink lips. Who is that big old gorilla looking nigga? Oh, Lord. But yes, make sure that you are following Mizzle on all of his socials. That's where you can get up at him. And we will be going next over to his Discord, like I said, to watch us some Jocelyn Hernandez, baby. We about to go watch us some Ratchets. And when I tell you this episode was good, and we finna get into it. Y'all could have been doing anything else on a Sunday night, but y'all are here with us, and I appreciate y'all so much for that. Tomorrow is Mizzle's birthday, y'all. Tomorrow is Mizzle's birthday, y'all. Okay. Mizzle, what's your Cash App? Do you have Cash App, Venmo? Do you have any of that?
I don't do Cash App. I can't do that.
Well,
Quick Zelle. Oh, you need an email. That's all you need.
Well, however you want to bless Mizzle, DM him. However you want to bless him, figure that out. But tomorrow's his
y'all want to
birthday,
DM him some penis pics? Send it to my DM first, and then I'll send it to him.
Penis and ass pics, both.
Yes.
Front and back. He said send them all to me.
Front and
Okay.
back.
I ain't even mad. Turn up. It's my baby's birthday. So he will not be.
This is fine. I'll read them. I would appreciate that.
Or again, peen pics. Nice peen pics are always great birthday presents. Okay. So he will not be on tomorrow night when I do the review for Johnson's Cabaret. So I will be solo dolo holding it down for Johnson's Cabaret tomorrow night, live here on my channel. So make sure you come back and join me here at 7:00 for that. Okay. Mizzle, Tracy, y'all have anything else before we get on up out of here? Go watch us some ratchet strippers.
No, just the Cashwish video this week, and also this Friday I'm doing a watch along party of Love Is Blind episodes 6 through 10 on Discord. On Friday night on midnight, early Saturday morning, we watched the 6 through 10, and it was good. We watched 1 to 5 last night. Who was with me, and we watched it to 12 all the way to like close to 5 o'clock in the morning. I was like, ooh, it was up, y'all. Watch it, but it was good. It was good, y'all. It was a good show. And then on Sunday, we're gonna talk about Love Is Blind.
Darn it, get on my damn nerves. Y'all know it's a new show called Bel Air coming on Peacock. It's supposed to be
it's like a Fresh Prince. Like,
did you see they doing a Tiger King remake on Peacock? I was like,
a Tiger King. What? Oh, they doing the most. I got to get up on
the
that.
Tiger King remake.
I need to see this Bel Air. They're like it's gonna be pretty good. I ain't mad at Will Smith. The older he gets, just the more finer he is.
Yeah.
Ooh, I guess it's because I'm getting old. It's just something about that old fine.
No, he did grow. Just like Method Man, they grow into their age and its finest. It's like when they're younger, they were good, but it is like they're growing into that fine season. The hair, the gray hair, the hair,
like a fine wine.
Yeah, it's like the fine wine. It's like you just can never get old. It's like, listen, I don't mind being that little freaking hit. Listen, if I was Will Smith,
old man,
piece, y'all would never hear anything about that.
Okay, that's what I said. Michael Vick, Michael B. Jordan. LeBron.
You know, they open. He would
let you know
with me, so that's the only person you need to know.
I am a quiet, faithful one. Ain't nothing getting leaked over here. Okay.
You an old school side chick. You an old school.
I'm old school. Okay.
Old school.
Okay, we can be in public, and I don't even know who you is, nigga.
Need to know is Jada. They talk about it, so that's the only people they need to know. That's it.
That's all I'm saying. Holla at y'all, girl. But y'all, we finna get on up out of here. I love y'all. Appreciate y'all. Make sure to go over to Mizzle's Discord so we can watch us some ratchet strippers. And we will see y'all next Sunday. Real Queens Real Talk with a gentleman's perspective. Good night, y'all.
All right, now it's time to get up. You ain't got to go home, but you got to get the hell up out of here.
Good night, guys. Thank you. See y'all next Sunday. Bye, everybody. Good night, y'all. We're gonna see you next Sunday. Love y'all.
See you, Mizzo. See you.